The sun was going down in the small town. The park was quiet, only the sound of birds and the wind in the trees. Sam was sitting on the old wooden bench, looking at his phone. He was bored. His friends had all gone home. He was about to leave. When he saw her, a girl stood near the pond, close to the ducks. She was not like other kids in the park. Her hair was bright blue, and her eyes looked like shining green glass. She wore strange clothes, a long silver coat and boots that made no sound. She watched the ducks with a serious face, as if she was studying them. Sam had never seen anyone like her before. He looked around. Nobody else seemed to notice the girl. The mothers were talking. The little kids were playing on the swings. But the girl was alone. Sam walked closer. He heard her speaking, but not in any language he knew. The words were soft and fast, like singing and whispering at the same time. The ducks looked at her, then started quacking loudly. Suddenly, the girl laughed. It was a strange laugh, not like a normal human laugh, more like three laughs mixed together, high and low. The ducks seemed confused. Sam smiled. He decided to say hello. Hi, he said. The girl turned around quickly. She looked at Sam with wide eyes. For a second, she did not say anything. Then she smiled, but it was a strange, crooked smile. "Hello, human boy," she said, in slow, careful English. Sam was surprised. Are you new here?" The girl thought for a moment. "Yes, very new." She looked around, then leaned closer. "Do you know what is a joke?" Sam laughed. "Of course. I love jokes." The girl looked serious. "Can you tell me a joke?" "I want to hear a human joke," Sam thought. He remembered one. "Why did the chicken cross the road?" he asked. The girl listened carefully. "Why? To get to the other side," said Sam, smiling. The girl stared at him. She did not laugh. Instead, she wrote something in a small, glowing notebook. "Chicken, road, other side, human joke, confusing." Sam was surprised. "Did you like it?" The girl tried to smile again. "Maybe I will learn. Now my turn." She stood tall and said, "Why did the star eat the spaceship?" Sam thought for a second. "I don't know." The girl said, "Because it wanted a light snack." Sam didn't understand, but he laughed anyway. The girl's face brightened. Her eyes glowed a little. She laughed her strange laugh again. This time, a small blue spark jumped from her finger and landed on the grass. Sam's eyes went wide. "How did you do that?" The girl looked at her finger, then at Sam. "It is nothing. I sometimes make mistakes with my laugh." Sam was very curious now. He looked at her hands. Her fingers were longer than normal, and when she moved them, they seemed to stretch just a little like rubber. Sam was quiet for a moment. "You're not from here, are you?" The girl looked at the sky. "I am not from this park," she said. "I am not from this town." She paused. "I am not from this planet." Sam stared at her. He wanted to run, but he also wanted to know more. He felt both scared and excited. The girl spoke again. "My name is Vera. I am here to learn about humans. I want to know, are humans funny?" Sam did not know what to say. He remembered the spark, the strange laugh, the way she spoke to the ducks. "Why do you want to know if humans are funny?" he asked. Vera looked serious. "It is very important. For my people, humor is power. If I do not learn human humor, there will be trouble." Sam was still confused, but he could see that Vera was not dangerous. She seemed a little lost. He wanted to help her. "Okay," he said. "I can teach you about jokes, but you have to teach me some alien jokes too." Vera smiled, a real smile this time. "Deal," she said. Just then, a cold wind blew through the park. The sky grew dark. Sam looked up and saw a strange light in the clouds, moving slowly. Vera noticed it too. Her face changed. She looked worried. She turned to Sam. "I must go." "Now, thank you, human boy. See you tomorrow?" Sam nodded. Yeah, I'll be here. Vera waved and ran away, moving faster than any human Sam had ever seen. She disappeared into the trees, leaving behind a faint blue glow. Sam sat on the bench, staring at the place where she had vanished. He felt like his life had just changed. Who was Vera? Why was she here? And what was that light in the sky? He knew he would come back to the park tomorrow. He wanted answers. And maybe he wanted to tell Vera another joke. It was a strange morning. For Sam, he was eating his cereal when he heard a voice outside his window. It was soft but very clear, and it sounded like someone was singing. In 5 different voices at once. Sam looked outside. To his shock, Vera was standing in his backyard, talking to a squirrel. She was trying to tell it a joke. The squirrel didn't laugh. It ran up a tree, shaking its head. Vera noticed Sam watching. She smiled and waved. "Good morning, human boy," she called out. Sam couldn't believe it. "Vera, what are you doing here?" She jumped over the fence, landing softly, almost floating. "You promised to teach me more jokes. I am ready to learn." Sam was a bit worried. "You can't just show up at my house. People will think it's strange." Vera looked confused. "Is it strange to visit a friend's home on your planet?" She took out her glowing notebook. "Note, humans are private animals. Surprise visit sometimes." "Not good." Sam tried not to laugh. He looked at Vera's silver coat and her shiny boots. "Maybe you should try to blend in a little." Vera nodded. "Understood." She pressed a button on her coat, and suddenly, her clothes changed color. The silver turned to blue jeans and a red t-shirt. Even her hair changed from blue to brown. Sam single quotes S. Eyes widened. "How did you do that?" Vera smiled. "Fashion is easy when you have nano fabric." She winked, but both eyes blinked at different times. Before Sam could ask more, his mom called from the kitchen. "Sam, who are you talking to?" Sam panicked. He whispered, "Quick, hide." Vera looked around, then jumped behind a tree, but her shoes stuck out, glowing. Sam's mom came outside, looked around, and saw nothing strange. "Don't be late for school," she said. After she left, Vera came out from her hiding spot. "I am not good at hiding yet," she admitted. Sam laughed. "Let's just go to school before you turn into a rainbow." On the way, Vera tried to tell jokes to every dog, bird, and car they passed. None of them laughed. One old lady gave Vera a strange look. At school, Sam tried to explain the rules. "Don't talk about space. Don't use your powers. And don't tell weird jokes." Vera nodded. "But how will I learn human humor if I don't try?" Sam sighed. "Just try to be normal." Vera tried her best, but being normal was hard. For her, during science class, she raised her hand and asked, "If the sun is so hot, why don't we all melt like cheese?" The whole class laughed. The teacher, Mrs. Clark, did not. "That's not funny, Vera," she said. "Please pay attention." Vera wrote in her notebook, "Human teachers do not like cheese jokes." At lunch, Vera tried to join Sam and his friends. She sat down and immediately said, "Why did the asteroid bring a suitcase?" "Because it wanted to make an impact." Sam's friends stared. One boy, Alex, asked, "What is she talking about?" Sam tried to cover. "She's new. She likes space jokes." Vera looked around, hoping for a laugh. Instead, everyone got quiet. Someone whispered, "She's weird." Vera's face fell. She took a bite of her sandwich, but her sandwich floated an inch above the table. Sam quickly pushed it down. After school, Sam and Vera sat under a tree in the park, the same place where they first met. "Vera, you have to slow down," Sam said. "Maybe start with a knock-knock joke?" Vera's eyes glowed. "What is knock-knock?" Sam explained the joke slowly, and Vera practiced, but she always got it wrong. "Knock-knock," she said. "Who's there?" Sam replied. "Alien invasion," she shouted. "Prepare for laughter." Sam burst out laughing. not because it was a good joke, but because Vera looked so serious. Suddenly, the sky above them shimmered. Sam saw strange, blinking lights moving between the clouds. Just like last night, Vera saw them too. Her face turned pale. "They are getting closer," she whispered. Sam asked, "Who? What are those lights?" Vera hesitated. "My people are not the only ones looking for me. There are hunters in space who do not like laughter. If they find me, they will take me away." Sam felt a chill. "What can we do?" Vera stood up. "We have to prove that humans are funny. If I can send real laughter back to my world, maybe the hunters will stop." Sam nodded, feeling a strange mix of fear and excitement. "Okay, let's make the funniest video ever." They started planning. Sam took out his phone. Vera tried on different voices, funny faces, and even changed her hair color to match a banana. They laughed together, forgetting for a moment about the danger in the sky. But as the sun set, the lights in the clouds got brighter. Sam and Vera both knew tomorrow things would get even stranger. The night was too quiet. Sam couldn't sleep. The laughter from earlier still echoed in his head, but so did the lights in the sky. He kept checking his window, expecting to see Vera appear again like before, but the sky only held stars. And something else. At exactly 2:03 a.m., his phone buzzed. One new message. "From unknown, come outside. Bring quiet feet." Sam's heart raced. He didn't even have time to ask questions. He put on his shoes and crept out of the house like a secret agent. Outside, the air felt colder than it should. The streetlights flickered. The wind wasn't blowing, but the leaves were moving like something invisible had brushed past them. Sam followed the message's location, a small, empty field behind the school. That's where he saw her. Vera stood in the center, staring at a floating object. It looked like a glowing cube made of glass and light, turning slowly in the air, humming softly. Strange symbols moved across its surface like alien letters dancing. Sam stepped closer. "Vera? What is that?" Vera didn't look at him. Her voice was low. "This is a link to my home, my communicator. I come here when it is safe." "Safe from what?" Sam whispered. She finally turned. Her face looked older somehow, more serious than before. "There are others," she said. "They are not like me. They do not laugh. They do not like humans." Sam swallowed hard. "The hunters?" Vera nodded. "They followed me to Earth. I thought I was clever, but they are smarter." Sam looked at the cube. "Can you call for help?" Vera shook her head. "My mission is not finished. If I go home without proof, they will take me. And your planet too." Sam stepped back. "Wait, what do you mean, take our planet?" Vera hesitated. "Earth is under watch. Many alien worlds are bored, angry. They think Earth is weak. I told them, no, Earth has jokes. Earth has heart. But they want to see proof. So this is a test?" Sam said, "Yes," Vera answered. "And if I fail, Earth becomes part of something cold and dark, something without humor." Sam felt dizzy. All this, because of jokes? "Not just jokes," Vera said, looking up at the stars. "Laughter is power. It means you have hope. Without it, your species is easy to control." Suddenly, the cube flashed red. Vera's eyes widened. "They found us." A deep hum filled the air. The grass shook. From the sky, something invisible began to move down, huge, silent, and hidden by bending light. Sam couldn't see it clearly, but he felt it. A shape in the air, pressing down like a giant hand. Vera grabbed his wrist. "Run!" They ran through the trees, their footsteps muffled by the wind. Behind them, the ground lit up in soft blue lines, like tracking marks. The hunters were scanning. They hid behind a fallen tree. Sam was breathing hard. Vera didn't look tired at all. "Who are these hunters?" he asked. "They are collectors," she whispered. "They take the things they don't understand, and they fear laughter. It makes them weak." Confused. Suddenly, Vera pulled out something from her jacket. It looked like a tiny crystal microphone. She handed it to Sam. "What's this?" he asked. "A voice marker," she said. "Your voice made me laugh. That's rare. This crystal records human laughter. If it reaches 100 laughs, it will become a joke stone." "That's proof I can send home," Sam blinked. "So we just need to make people laugh?" "Yes, real laughs, not fake ones. And not from animals, from humans." Sam nodded. "Then we need to go big. We'll make a video funny and real." Vera smiled. "You really think we can?" "I don't know," Sam said. "But I do know one thing. Earth is funny. I just have to prove it." Behind them, the cube disappeared into the air. The invisible ship faded back into the clouds. The danger had passed for now. As they walked back to town, Sam looked at Vera. "Why did you choose me?" he asked. Vera looked ahead. "Because when I told you my worst joke, you laughed anyway." Sam grinned. "You mean the one about the asteroid eating a spaceship?" "It was a classic on my planet," Vera said with pride. Sam shook his head. "You're weird, Vera," she smiled. "I know. That's why I'm here." Asterisk, the dream didn't feel like a dream. Sam was standing in the school hallway. Everything was silent. No students, no teachers, no sound at all. Then he heard it, a laugh, cold, dry, like metal scraping against metal. He turned, but there was nothing behind him. Just lockers and shadows that moved on their own. Then a voice whispered in his ear, though no one was there, "Stop laughing, or we will take her." Sam woke up with a shout. His room was dark. His clock read 3:33 a.m. The air felt heavy, like someone had just left the room. His blanket was on the floor. And on his window was a handprint, but not a human one. It had 6 long fingers, and it glowed faint blue. The next day, Sam didn't tell anyone, not his mom, not his teachers. But the dream stayed with him. Vera was waiting for him in the park, like always. She was wearing human clothes again, but her eyes were different, darker, quieter. "I had a bad dream," Sam said. Vera didn't smile. "It wasn't a dream." Sam froze. "They came?" She nodded. "They are testing you now, watching how you laugh, listening to what makes you smile." Sam looked around. "How do we stop them?" "You can't fight shadows," Vera said. "But you can confuse them." At school, things started getting weirder. Students began laughing at strange moments, like in math class, when nobody said anything funny. A kid dropped a pencil and started giggling uncontrollably. A teacher forgot his own name and then laughed like a cartoon character for 5 minutes straight. Something was off. Vera whispered, "They're trying to break the pattern, twist humor into nonsense. If no one knows why they're laughing, real laughter dies." Sam said, "Then we need to remind them what real laughter feels like." That night, Sam and Vera made their first real comedy video. They filmed in the garage with cardboard costumes and a wobbly tripod. Sam wore a mop as a wig and pretended to be an alien pizza delivery guy. Vera played 3 characters using her shape-shifting clothes: a space princess, a talking tree, and a robot grandma. The video was silly, honest, full of weird ideas, but all from the heart. They posted it online. In 2 hours. It had 29 views. In 5 hours, it had 400. By morning, it had over 100,000 views, and people were commenting things like, "I don't even know why I'm laughing, but I love it. Robot Grandma needs her own show. Is that alien girl real?" Vera's crystal started to glow brighter. It had collected 12 laughs, already real, human laughs. But something else happened too. That same morning, Sam noticed people acting strange. His neighbor was walking backwards while humming an alien tune. A man at the store was telling jokes to cans of soup. And in the sky, no birds, just silence. And then the school vanished. At least, that's how it looked. When Sam and Vera got there, the building was covered in a gray fog. The playground was twisted slides curled up like melted plastic. The doors pulsed as if breathing. "Hunters," Vera said quietly. "They're here now." A figure stepped out of the fog. It was tall, too thin, and wore a blank mirror as a face. No mouth, no eyes, just reflection. Sam saw his own scared face in it. The figure spoke without sound. "Enough games. Return the subject." Sam stepped forward. "She's not a subject. She's my friend." The hunter tilted its head. "Then you will break too." Suddenly, the world around them shifted. The grass turned upside down. The air felt like water. A shadow wrapped around Vera. She screamed, not in pain, but like she was laughing and crying at the same time. "Sam, tell a joke." "Now." Sam panicked. Why don't aliens eat fast food?" The hunter moved closer. "Because they can't catch it." Sam shouted. The crystal in Vera's pocket glowed hot. A burst of laughter exploded from it, and the shadow flinched. The hunter's mirror face cracked. Vera gasped. "It's working. Humor hurts them." But the hunter was not alone. More shapes appeared in the fog. Tall, thin, silent. Vera grabbed Sam's hand. "Run!" They ran all the way to the edge of the town, where the lights faded and the fog could not reach. Behind them, the hunters stood still, waiting. Watching. Later that night, Sam sat beside Vera under the stars. "You okay?" he asked. "I'm scared," she said softly. "They won't stop." "Not until the laughter ends." Sam looked up at the stars. "Then we won't stop either." Vera looked at him. "Even if the whole galaxy is watching?" Sam smiled. "Especially then." She laughed. A real laugh, soft, bright, human-like, and far above them, in the quiet sky, one of the hunter ships blinked off and vanished. Sam was on stage. A spotlight hit his face. He couldn't see the crowd, but he could hear them. Thousands of voices, but no one was laughing. They were all staring. Waiting. Behind him stood Vera, silent, serious. Her crystal glowed bright red now too. Full, too hot, like it was about to burst. This was the final moment. One last joke. He opened his mouth to speak, but nothing came out. 10 hours earlier, the world was still normal. Or pretending to be. The video Sam and Vera made had gone viral again. This one was bigger. News channels were showing it. People were sending messages from different countries. Who is this alien girl? Is this comedy or a warning? I've never laughed like this before. The laughter crystal hit 95 laughs. Only 5 more. Sam felt hopeful. But Vera was quiet. She sat on the swing in the park, staring up at the sky. "They're going to stop hiding soon," she said. "Who?" Sam asked, even though he already knew. "The ones who can't laugh," she whispered. "The ones who think Earth is a joke. That should be erased." Sam tried to smile. "Good thing they're right. We are a joke, but a good one." Vera didn't smile back. This next laugh. Has to be perfect. That evening, the clouds above the town cracked open like glass. Light poured through in giant beams, silent and golden. People ran outside. Phones went up. The world paused. Then came the message broadcast through every screen, speaker, and satellite on Earth. "We are the observers. You have 5 minutes. Asterisk, asterisk. Make us laugh or be forgotten." Asterisk, asterisk. Vera stood up slowly. "This is it," she said. "The final test." Sam's heart pounded. "But what if they don't like it?" Vera looked at him with something almost like fear. "Then everything goes dark." And that's how they ended up here. A school auditorium turned into a world stage. A boy, an alien, a crystal full of laughter, and a planet holding its breath. Sam walked to the microphone. His hands were shaking. The crowd was silent. Not just the people. The air, the world. He opened his mouth and forgot everything, every joke. Every line, every plan. Nothing came out. He looked at Vera. She looked back, eyes wide, whispering, Say anything. Make them feel something. So Sam told the truth. He told the story of how he met a girl in the park talking to ducks, of how she didn't understand chicken jokes, of how she tried to teach a squirrel comedy out of robot grandmas and asteroid snacks, of how the scariest things in the universe were afraid of laughter. And how the best friend he ever made wasn't even from this planet. At first, no one laughed. Then someone in the back snorted. Then a few chuckled. Then the whole place shook with laughter. Not perfect jokes, not smart jokes, just real, honest, weird, human laughter. The crystal in Vera's hand glowed white. Then it cracked. Then it sang. A sound rang through the sky, clear and powerful. It wasn't music, but it made your chest feel lighter. The kind of sound that makes babies laugh and old people cry at the same time. The beam in the sky blinked. And for a second, just 1 second, the whole universe smiled. Later, when the light faded and the sky returned to normal, people didn't remember exactly what happened. They just knew they had laughed harder than ever before. And the next morning, the news said, alien threat disappears. Comedian boy saves Earth with bad joke. Internet can't stop laughing. Sam and Vera sat on the school roof, looking at the stars. It worked, he whispered. Vera held the broken crystal in her palm. It still shimmered. You told the truth. That was the joke they never saw coming, Sam laughed. I didn't even tell a punchline. You didn't need to, she said. Sometimes the truth is the funniest thing in the universe. They sat in silence. Then Vera said, the observers won't come again, but others will. Sam looked over. More aliens? Vera smiled. Some will bring questions. Some will bring war. Some will just want to hear the next joke. Asterisk, it didn't start with laughter this time. It started with silence. And goodbye. Vera stood at the center of the park, holding the last piece of her mission, the fractured crystal, now glowing faint blue. The light inside flickered like it was tired, like it wanted to go home. Just like her. Sam sat on the same old bench where he had met her weeks ago. Everything looked the same. Trees, ducks, wind. But everything felt different. Vera turned to him. The message came, she said quietly. I have to leave tonight. Sam blinked. You mean forever? She nodded. The council received enough laughter. They're satisfied. Earth will be marked safe. Sam wanted to say something. A joke, a question, a reason to stop her, but nothing came out. Then Vera added something else. There is one final test. They sat together under the tree, watching the clouds. The crystal is complete, Vera explained, but the observers requested one last laugh. One, from the heart. Sam looked confused. What does that mean? Vera looked at him. They want to know what makes a human laugh. Even when they're sad. Sam felt a lump in his throat. You mean like now? Vera gave a soft smile. Yes, this moment. If we can laugh here, it means laughter is real, even when it hurts. So Sam tried. He pulled out his phone, looked at memes, played old videos. Nothing felt funny. Vira tried alien jokes again. Why don't robots wear socks? Why? Sam asked, half-hearted. Because static makes them dance. Sam smiled. But no laugh. Not yet. The sky above began to dim, not from sunset, but from something else. A slow gray fog crawling across the clouds. Not hunters. Not danger. Just the countdown. Sam could feel it. 1 hour left. He turned to Vera. What if I can't laugh? Vera didn't answer. Instead, she handed him something. A small square of silver cloth. What's this? He asked. She smiled. The first joke you ever gave me, remember? The chicken joke? Sam looked closer. She had drawn it badly. A chicken, a road, and stick figure Sam on the other side, laughing. It was the worst drawing he'd ever seen. He laughed, a real one. It surprised even him. Vera laughed too. loud and weird and alien as ever. The crystal in her hand glowed bright white again. But this time, it didn't stop glowing. Then came the light. But it was different from before. This light wasn't from the sky. It came from inside the crystal. It floated above their heads, spinning slowly, like a star being born. And then it spoke. Final test complete. Emotion confirmed. Laughter achieved during emotional stress. Result: Earth. Past. Vera closed her eyes and whispered, "They're calling me now." Sam nodded, trying not to cry. "Will I ever see you again?" he asked. She smiled. "I don't know, but I left you something." She handed him a small black cube. "It's a joke box. Say something funny, it saves it forever." Sam held it tightly. "And if I miss you," Vera stepped back, "then tell a joke about me." The wind changed. The air shimmered. A beam of quiet silver light came down from the clouds. No sound. No roar, just peace. Vera stepped into it. She looked back one last time. "And you say I'm not funny, human?" she said with a wink. Then she was gone. Later that night, Sam sat alone on the park bench. The stars above were brighter than usual. Maybe watching. Maybe listening. He looked down at the joke box in his hand. He whispered, "Why did the alien girl visit Earth?" The box glowed softly. To find the weirdest human and laugh with him until the stars smiled. The box clicked. A quiet laugh played back hers. And for the first time that day, Sam laughed again. Some days feel like the end of something. Others feel like the beginning. But this one felt like both. It had been 3 weeks since Vera left. Sam still came to the park every afternoon. Not because he thought she'd return, but because laughter had left something behind. Something that didn't need a spaceship to stay. The town had changed. People smiled more. They told jokes to strangers. Even the grumpy bus driver had started carrying bubblegum and doing fake magic tricks for kids. And somewhere deep in the internet, videos of Vera still circled like glowing satellites, confusing and funny and oddly comforting. Nobody knew if she was real, but Sam did. And so did the sky. Sam had become kind of famous. Not for saving the world, because nobody fully remembered that. But for feeling real. For standing on a stage and saying things that weren't perfect, but were true. He still carried the joke box Vera gave him. Sometimes he whispered into it when he was alone. Sometimes it whispered back. One rainy Thursday, everything changed again. It started small. A message popped up on Sam's old laptop. No sender. No sound, just one blinking line. Open the sky. Sam didn't know what it meant, but his heart did. He grabbed the joke box, ran to the park, and climbed to the top of the tallest hill. The rain stopped suddenly. A crack of light split the clouds. No ship. No beam. No wind. Just a small feather. Blue. Glowing. Floating down from the sky. Sam caught it in his hand. It was warm. The box in his pocket beeped once. He opened it. Instead of a laugh, it spoke in Vera's voice. "Human boy, you're still weird. And that's a good thing. Your joke broke the council." The oldest one laughed so hard, he turned into a jellyfish and had to resign. "That's a compliment." Sam smiled. Then the message added, "They say I can visit again. But only if I promise not to prank Earth's moon." Oops, too late. Sam looked up. For the first time in 1,000 years, the moon had eyebrows. Drawn in glowing purple light. That night, the stars felt louder. Closer. Sam told a joke to the sky. Just a simple one. No punchline. And he heard it clear and soft, a laugh from above. Alien, human, everything in between. He laughed too. A year later. A new girl joined Sam's school. She had normal hair, normal clothes, but her pencil could float. And she laughed with 3 different tones at once. Sam leaned over during class and whispered, "Chicken jokes are still popular, by the way." She didn't look at him, but she smiled. Some visitors never say goodbye. They just change form, change names, change jokes, but they never stop listening, especially when we laugh.